She used to sit by the window every evening, watching the world move without her. Cars passed, neighbors laughed, lights turned on in homes that felt warmer than her own. Her name was Emily Carter, and at 34, she lived alone in a small apartment on the outskirts of a quiet American town. No husband, no children, no one waiting for her when she came home from work. Just silence, and the hum of the refrigerator reminding her she was still there. Emily didn't always imagine her life this way. She had once dreamed of a family, a house filled with noise, Sunday mornings with pancakes and laughter. But life had taken turns she never expected. Her parents passed away within 2 years of each other. Her long-term relationship ended when her fiancé decided he wanted something different. Someone different. After that, friends slowly drifted away, busy with their own families and responsibilities. Emily was left with long workdays, longer nights, and the feeling that the world had moved on without her. She worked as a cashier at a local grocery store. It wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills. Most customers barely noticed her. They scanned their phones, complained about prices, rushed through their day. Emily smiled anyway. Not because she was happy, but because being kind felt like the only thing she still controlled. Every morning she told herself, just get through today. And every night, she wondered if anyone would notice if she didn't. One cold November evening, after a particularly exhausting shift, Emily stepped outside the store and pulled her coat tighter around her. The sky was already dark, the air sharp and unforgiving. As she walked toward the bus stop, she noticed a man sitting on the bench, hunched forward, his hands shaking as he tried to light a cigarette. He looked rough. Mid-40s, unshaven, clothes worn thin. Most people would have looked away. Most people did. Emily almost did too. But something about him made her stop. He dropped the lighter, cursed under his breath, and pressed his palms into his face as if he were trying to hold himself together. Emily hesitated. She had been taught to mind her own business, to stay safe, to not get involved. Still, she walked closer. "Are you okay?" she asked softly. The man looked up, surprised, like he hadn't expected to be seen. His eyes were tired in a way that sleep couldn't fix. "Yeah," he said quickly. "I'm fine." Emily knew that tone. She used it herself all the time. "It's cold out here," she said. "The bus is usually late. You might want to sit closer to the store entrance. It's warmer." He nodded but didn't move. Emily reached into her bag and pulled out a granola bar, the one she had saved for dinner. She held it out without thinking too much about it. "You can have this," she said. "I wasn't that hungry anyway." The man stared at the bar, then at her face, as if trying to understand why a stranger would offer him anything. "Thank you," he said quietly. His voice cracked. That should have been the end of it. A small kindness. A brief moment. But it wasn't. The bus arrived and they both boarded. Emily sat a few seats away, staring out the window, wondering if she had done something foolish. Halfway through the ride, the man spoke again. "My name's Daniel," he said. "Emily," she replied. They didn't talk much after that. Just a few simple words. But when he got off at a stop near the shelter downtown, he turned back to her. "Thanks for seeing me," he said. "Most people don't." That night, Emily couldn't sleep. She kept thinking about his words. "Thanks for seeing me." No one had said that to her in a long time. Over the next few weeks, Emily began noticing Daniel more often. Sometimes at the bus stop. Sometimes near the grocery store, standing outside, unsure whether to come in. Each time she smiled. Each time she asked how he was doing. Sometimes she brought an extra sandwich. Sometimes just conversation. Slowly, Daniel opened up. He had once been a construction foreman. He had a wife, a son. Then an accident at work injured his back. Painkillers followed. Then addiction. Then job loss. His wife tried to help, but eventually she couldn't anymore. One bad decision after another, and suddenly he was living out of a duffel bag, wondering where everything went wrong. "I don't recognize myself anymore," he admitted one evening as they sat on a bench near the store. "Feels like I failed at being a man." Emily listened. She didn't interrupt. She didn't judge. She just listened. And in that moment, Daniel felt something he hadn't felt in years, worth listening to. Emily never tried to save him. She didn't have the power or the money or the answers. All she had was kindness, and she gave it freely. She helped him find a